Hello.
And we're rolling in hot. This is Sarah.
And Calissa.
And Sarah.
And we're, me and Sarah are both admiring Calissa's cute Valentine cardigan.
It's like pink checkered. I love it. It's cute. I love a good checker. As we all know.
And Sarah thinks I spent too much money on it.
I mean, at $52,
Yeah.
like, I am sad spending like $20 on a cardigan.
Oh.
I'm cheap.
Yeah. But the boutique,
Small business, so it's a little
yes,
different.
It is.
And usually boutiques, it's a little bit better quality too. So that always, hopefully, should account for something for that price.
Yes. I feel like it's...
I hope so, at least.
Because everyone on the internet is like wanting cotton again. They want to wear cotton.
Natural
they don't
fibers.
want polyester. They don't want whatever else. And I was like, I never realized cotton.
Makes you sweaty in your armpits. Not that you deal with that. I forgot. You're not like a sweaty person, but...
I used to be.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Well, this
But
was
recently.
this was in when I was in middle school. I don't know if it was because I was developing and
Probably.
hormones, but I would pit out so bad. I would pit through my hooded sweaters, thick hooded,
Poor girl.
and I bought like clinical, like
Deodorant.
medical grade deodorant. Nothing, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna be sweaty forever. Like I was too scared to open up my elbows.
Me too.
Just a pit, like just a sweat hole. Like,
What do you
Classic
think
middle school.
changed?
Hormones. That's like puberty development.
I
Think so?
But then I wonder if it was because of like my extra lymph nodes that I had under my
that could
armpits.
be.
If that was because this one was terrible. I put it out worse in my left, and
You
that
should
was the
Google that.
one that had like most of the lymph nodes in it.
Extra detox in that area.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
and then I got over it. I don't know if birth control regulated it, but kind of a weird take from cardigans.
I also just
did we
spent
get
like
here?
$45 on a jumpsuit, actually.
Okay,
It's
but
pretty
you
cute.
can't deny a good jumpsuit.
Where'd you get it?
Target. I'll show you a screenshot because no, I didn't save it actually. It's cute, but I don't know. We'll see.
I
Maybe
like
it will be
jumpsuits.
returned.
To be determined.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You said jumpsuits.
Yes.
You don't like them?
I love jumpsuits.
Yeah, you
wears a
do.
lot of jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you-
Craig.
Do you pee a lot though? Like, how do you?
Do I pee a lot?
Because it is. You have to
Yeah,
like
you have to like
yank it
get all the way
down.
undressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like rompers. I loved rompers.
It's worth the I mean, it's worth it.
Oh,
I love
okay.
a good jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Love
Did
a
you
good
guys wear
jumpsuit.
rompers like when they were hot
Oh,
in
yeah.
2016,
Oh, yeah.
2017?
Well, kind of. I'm a real tall girlie, so they'd
Oh,
like,
cut your crack.
yeah,
Oh.
they'd camel toe me. So
You have
sorry,
to
my
get the,
mom
like,
is
long
just
torso version.
texting me, going crazy right now. So
I just always hated rompers. Like when I'd have to go to the bathroom and like I'd
Fully get naked.
totally naked on
Yeah.
top.
and then you just hope that no one's like looking through the crack in the door.
Because there's always a little kid who's always just like
Yep.
peeking through the cracks.
Yep.
I'm just
Yep.
like, get away.
Yep.
Oh, funny. My mom's boyfriend is having a colonoscopy this morning, so
Oh,
she's in
scary.
Mason City right now.
Oh.
Are you guys gonna like meet up after this?
I don't know, maybe we'll see.
Some panda together.
Yeah, she can be let in
Yeah.
on my weekly ritual.
McDonald's Diet Coke before you guys go.
Yeah, I already had mine this morning.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, and I couldn't taste it.
Why?
I had a cold earlier this week. I like feel better. I feel fine now.
That
and
sucks.
I'm wondering if it was a little bit of the COVID
Maybe.
because I can't taste or smell anything. I haven't all week. So
Man. Does
You
that,
do kind of sound a little stuffed.
nasally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
feel
kinda nice,
much
though?
better today. Huh?
to not taste anything? Do you like be like, wow, I can just like not eat stuff because it's not even enjoyable?
Well, it was super helpful cleaning the litter box last night because I usually that's like,
Yeah.
and I was just like, this is great. I can do this all
You
day.
could get a couple more cats.
Speaking of cats,
Oh yeah.
You got more.
no, Boots keeps pooping in our bathtub.
Oh, why in the bathtub?
I
wonder?
don't know.
Huh.
Like 4 times a day, there's poop in the bathtub.
At least it's in the bathtub.
I know. I guess I should be.
Is it the bathtub that you use frequently?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. So I have
that's
to
rough.
clean it out 4 times a day, just wiping up. Anyway, so we're trying a lot of different things to try and fix.
Is there room
We've
for a
tried new
box
litter
in there?
boxes. We've tried. Oh yeah. We've tried putting the litter box in the bathtub. We've tried like all kinds of stuff. So
Well,
I got a
You did litter box right next to the bathtub? Did you do that?
not right next to it. I put it in the bathtub.
In the bathtub.
And that kind of worked, but I don't want to have a litter box in my bathtub all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
So then I got, Sarah, you're just going to die. I got a robot litter
Oh my gosh.
box.
Oh my gosh.
The one that like
Those, like,
spins.
Yep, and scoops
$500
out.
ones?
It was on sale for $150.
The
That's not
rotating
bad.
ones?
Yes.
For 150
Wow.
when they're like
They're
500.
huge though. Where are you gonna put that?
We have a spot. We have a spot for it.
Is it working?
I haven't got it yet.
Oh, you haven't
It's
got it.
coming.
I hope it works.
I mean, if it's worth it if you don't have to clean it.
Yeah.
Like if it actually saves you the hassle, then I feel like it's worth it. But man, some people bought them for like $450 or $500.
Well,
Yeah.
that was
I
when they
just
were like
can't.
brand new, like right on the market, and they were like,
Now there's a lot of them. There's a lot of
Okay.
options out there.
Okay.
So,
Well, good luck to you.
yes.
I hope that stops.
My
'cause
kitty litter journey. So if any followers have any advice on how to
Yeah.
get your cat to stop pooping in the bathtub,
You should call that bald guy with the earrings and the goatee and glasses from TLC. The cat guy.
you got his number.
No, but you could
He's the
email the,
cat
show.
guy?
Yeah, what's his name?
you know what you could do? You could also put oranges because like animals don't like oranges.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's just the smell. Because
That's a
Mushu, like I'd open up an orange and he'd like go near it and then like act
Is
like
it a
he was
citrus thing?
sneezing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone put oranges around their Christmas tree and their cat never messed with the Christmas tree.
Huh.
So you could just put like some oranges and
In the bathtub.
maybe just open it up, let the citrus out.
Leave a little orange on
That's a
your
good idea.
Yeah.
bathtub corner.
Yeah.
Instead of just like I know some
Switch to
people-
orange body wash.
Yeah.
All orange everything. Yeah.
It's an orange house.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be okay with that.
I do like the
love a bit
aesthetic of
citrus.
oranges, like fruits. You know.
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
apples
coming
are
from the
pretty.
pineapple girl.
Yep, I was pineapple girl for a while, and then we saw that there was a code
Upside
for.
down pineapples. Yeah.
I was
Upside
gonna say
down.
you better be careful. I'm a pineapple girl.
I know.
Where were we when we just saw the pineapple thing? We were all three together, right? Was it at the Nicki Minaj? Didn't we three see like upside down pineapples on somebody's
Yes.
hotel door or something?
No,
And
I
we
think
were
it was
like,
on someone's
"What?"
polo.
Was it?
Like there was like they were wearing a shirt that had upside down pineapples on it.
Oh my
What
god.
was it? I don't remember, but we were all three
That was
together.
a
and we were
car
all like,
decal.
I don't
Oh,
remember
that
what
could
it
be.
was.
I thought it was.
I don't recall.
But
I
now,
just
like,
remember seeing it and being like,
So
oh
another
my gosh.
SUV with loofahs on the rooftop, and I'm like, oh my god.
Loofahs
What does that mean?
on the
Same thing?
rooftop?
Yeah, same thing.
Oh,
Loofahs on the rooftop.
Loofahs on their car rooftop.
sounds like a band name. Loof is on the roof.
How do you even make that happen?
Oh, I saw a meme years ago, Florida. You know, if you go into like the villages of Florida, the retirement
Oh, yeah, old people.
places.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, the man that lives here! Holy shit, the
Well,
door opened!
I wasn't expecting
Oh
you
my
to just
God.
walk in. Wow, that's really nice.
On
though.
today's
Thanks.
episode of totally predictable shit that would happen.
That's not predictable. You never just walk in here.
It's my house!
I know. I'm just saying that you never just walk in here. That surprised me, and
feel like
I
that-
He
That's
did
not
it. He did
true.
last time.
I had a heart
when we were
palpitation.
doing.
Yeah, but the door was open, and I like saw him coming. This was like the door was closed, and he just appeared, and I was like, oh my gosh, someone's gonna kill us.
And
you know,
Sarah wants to carry.
You have anxiety?
it's true. I do.
I can tell.
It's been like minutes, and my heart is still like not recovered.
Oh my
That
god.
is so sweet. I'm assuming this is for me.
Well, they're all for me, so
Thanks for doing that.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
thank you.
If you didn't understand what we were talking about, Nick just brought us all pink drinks.
Pinkety drinkities. No, not that. Not pinkety drinks.
5-star service, but
Yeah.
I feel like we missed the point just
execution.
because I got a little scared there.
Selfie.
Take a picture for the stories. There.
The Valentine's. I got you guys Galentine's Day gifts, and they didn't come in time. So you're gonna get a Galentine's
Really?
Day gift in like March.
Wow, that's really nice.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible gift giver, so I'll never get you guys gifts. I'm
Your
literally
presence
the
is
worst.
enough.
Well, after last week's episode, I feel like not, but thank you.
What do you mean?
When we were talking about ponytail girl, dark hair ponytail girl, and I was like, I hate her, and you guys were like, yeah, she reminds me of you, and I was like,
I never said that. I never said that, but I can understand the existential crisis that caused for
oh,
you.
I think about it every day now. Not even kidding. Think about it every day. I'm like, wow, I've got to change my whole personality. Hopefully that episode comes out first so that we can.
Yeah.
Comes out on Friday.
People would understand.
Tomorrow.
Okay, there you go then.
Then I'm gonna. The kids are off, so I'm gonna like do my Instagram stories.
I know last week you were late.
I know.
She always is like on it, and she posts way before I do. But last week I made her.
But
do
last
it.
time we didn't have an episode out, so
No,
I
that's
just
true.
I just shared a post that you made
Yeah, and I like wasn't. I don't know why. Was it Saturday? I wasn't busy
Saturday.
for some reason.
Yeah,
I was just
Saturday
like,
or
there.
Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. I was laying in bed, so that's probably why. Yep. Okay.
Anyway, back to the loofahs. It was a meme that I saw, and I'm like, like all different colors mean something. And then,
I gotta Google this.
yeah,
Yep.
my mom and I went to the chiropractor's office, and there was an SUV with pink loofahs on it. And so I Googled, and I think pink means a slight swap.
Oh, a light, kind of like soft swinging.
Yes.
Like
yeah,
the-
and I'm like, what is that? Like just
The Mormon moms.
kissing? I don't know.
Oh, Google is not hip on the times because Google just said AI. Google says that it's just to identify their car roofs easily in crowded parking lots.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We need to get like Urban Dictionary. That's what we need.
That's what
Yes.
people get. Like they put funny little things on their antenna, or if cars still have that.
Oh, got it. Reddit coming through. Okay,
Yes.
this is R-Florida. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. White is novices, beginners.
I don't-
Purple
okay.
is voyeur, people who like to watch. Pink is soft swap, people who like to do it with others in the room. Interesting. Blue is lowest level of swap, those who can play well with others. Yellow is mid-level swap for those who want to have fun but are still nervous. Wow. Black, full swap, those who say what the hell and let's get it down, basically. Oh, teal is bisexual for those who want to increase their dating chances. This is for old people, the villages in Florida.
Yes.
The friendliest hometown, apparently.
There is
Wow.
a naked beach not too far from where we're staying.
Oh my god.
And then there was they have like rooftop pools, and I saw an advertisement. I was researching all the things to do in Florida, and they have like a naked rooftop, and they have pools and everything.
Wow.
Swim naked, drink naked.
Wow.
Oh,
That's just like so many floppy bodies out there.
Yeah.
That's a
So
lot
Craig and
of
I are getting a babysitter while we're
gross.
down there, and we're gonna go check it out.
Cool.
really?
Are you gonna, you
Your
should.
face.
You should.
Oh my gosh.
Just to see what it's like. You can then
Just a
it's
small
like,
town girl.
Just a small town girl.
you should do it. I think it would be really interesting.
Creeps.
You don't have to like stay and be naked. Is there a rule that you
What
have
color's
to
the
be
white
naked?
loafah? The
White
nervous.
is,
Get it.
yeah,
Get
novices.
out.
Just take my loofah and be like,
So this person who posted in there said that she's worked at the villages for over 3 years, and it really is just that they need to find their car. So who knows? if
Okay.
that's,
Well,
there's
we were
some
at the
mixed
chiropractor's
opinions.
office, and I'm like, okay, well, whose vehicle could it be? A guy left. He didn't leave in the vehicle. A woman left. Wasn't her vehicle. Old bitty lady who like needed help getting up from the chair. It was her vehicle, and I was like, she must have had a great time last night or something. Like,
she had to
My-
get adjusted today.
yeah, my mom was dying. She was like, just couldn't believe that.
I wonder why a loofah. That seems like such an odd choice of thing to.
Well, and you have to actually like, what are you gonna do? Like honk at someone till they pull over?
Right,
Like what?
right.
How do you get that person's attention?
You like just pull up next to them, like give them the eyes,
"Hey."
like.
Then you just point at your loofah. You're like, hey, me too, me too.
I told my father-in-law, and I'm like, what if I put like a white loofah and a black loofah on your truck? And he's like, okay. Like he didn't understand the
Yeah.
joke.
I wouldn't have gotten it either.
I think it'd be funny though.
You should. I think that'd be hilarious. I hope that they retire to the villages, and then you can do that for them down
Right.
there. Maybe they'll be accosted by other senior citizens.
God.
Funny.
Why?
Not that we condone sexual harassment. That's not what I'm saying. But that would just be funny.
I suppose when you're
in that
like that
situation.
age and you're just like, oh,
You just go for it.
yeah.
Yeah. Funny.
Because I think maybe some of them are widowed or like,
Oh, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Lonely.
yeah, well, just lonely.
Yep. Looking for a friend. Is there a looking for a friend on there? Color loofah.
They need Bumble friends for old people.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was our list of stuff?
Did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
No.
I was working, so I caught glimpses of it here and there, but
I don't care about the game itself.
I saw Travis leave in his sparkly outfit, and I
Yeah.
thought that was cute.
Was it the brown? I
sad.
didn't see his sparkly outfit.
Oh.
What color was it?
It's
like
kind
a
of reddish,
brown-
burgundy,
Okay, because he came in with the brown.
brick ready.
I am not liking his hair. I like him
Oh.
bald.
oh, you like him?
I like him
Shaved.
bald.
Hold on, let me Google it again.
He looked like Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Ron Burgundy.
Like it's grown out?
No, Ron Burgundy. Will Ferrell's character. Anchorman.
But like it's grown out like that, you mean? Are you sure that it's long?
He was wearing a brown suit that reminded me from like the 80s, 70s.
Oh, she's blowing her nose. Travis Kelce Super Bowl outfits. Perfect.
It was when he was walking in. Let me see.
Wow.
Let me see.
Okay. Wow, it is really long.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy, right? You've seen that movie.
Oh, heck yes.
Anchorman.
Nobody, I like his loafers. Nobody obviously would know my dad because he's been dead a long time. But, sorry. Well, my mom would know if she saw this. You should post a picture of this.
I will.
This is exactly my dad's haircut from 25 years ago.
Let me see. What do you
30
have?
years ago.
Comb
It's
back,
just like
feathered.
It's just like slightly parted down the middle and then combed back, just like very lightly. And that's exactly what my dad's haircut always was. I will literally go home, this afternoon, and I will get a picture of him with this haircut because you'll be like, wow.
I don't mind it. I kind of like it.
I
It's
don't like
a,
it. I like a suit. I don't like the haircut.
The loafers are throwing me off.
I love the loafers, but not with the outfit. The white's too stark.
He's got a good stylist. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But everyone
look at a
trashes
sparkly
Taylor
outfit.
Swift's style.
Yeah.
And like they're like she's stuck in 2016 Tumblr era, and
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. They just want something new, and I don't know. They just make fun of her style a lot.
Who's they? I haven't seen this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, just people who like look at what Taylor Swift wore. She needs a new stylist, and it's literally like just a basic like top with like a long skirt
Yeah.
and like a hat and like long chain necklaces.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
here's
I'm like, how do you elevate that?
Yeah.
Here's the you can't see the whole thing in this picture. The one I saw was him from the back, but it's basically the same suit except sparkly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the sparkles.
He was so
personally.
sad too. I watched the interviews that he had. He
You
was
know
just
what?
like bummed.
Like cry about it guy.
But
no,
they
you
won
know,
last year, so I
Didn't
think
they
they're
win like 2
fine.
years in a row?
Yes, they were
Okay.
going for a three-peat,
Oh.
which has never been done before.
Do you know something crazy that I saw on TikTok about that? There was some video that someone took on the like Philadelphia side or whatever of this woman who had a voodoo doll of what's the guy's name? Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. And she was like having it in her hand and like chanting apparently and
Ooh.
yeah, so if anyone has seen that, scary.
That is
People are
scary.
like, oh, it has nothing to do because it was such a huge, crazy loss
Yeah.
that they're like something was up, and everyone's like, now they think it was her.
There's always like these huge conspiracies when
yeah.
it comes to like the Super Bowl. Like it's like the
Sorry.
biggest human trafficking that's going on underground.
What?
Keeps people distracted. There's tunnels and stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you not heard that before?
No.
You're
Surprise.
really not on the like
Surprise.
side of.
Calissa does not know a conspiracy theory. Big shocker there.
See, I wouldn't have known any of this, and then I met Calvin and Sarah, and they're just like,
We're in it.
I got a message from my friend Reagan. She's like, I love listening to your podcast because it's like you have no idea any of the conspiracy theories that Sarah's talking about. And I'm like,
I'm sorry.
explain.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know about the Denver Underground Airport.
Say that again.
Denver.
What?
The
What do you
Denver,
mean?
Colorado Airport. There's like a whole underground
Oh yeah.
thing. See, I don't know enough about it to like.
Okay, because now I'm like, what's in there? What's down there? Why?
Exactly.
What's
I
the
thought
purpose?
that's like the okay.
Well, first it started with like tunnels, I think, in like California, because when celebrities wanted to get somewhere,
I did hear about
They
the
would
tunnels
just-
that they found
would
after the
just
fires.
do
recently.
the tires, or the,
Yeah.
the tunnels.
Right.
And there, someone was explaining, oh yeah, there's like their own personal Starbucks there. They can have like their
Yeah.
own fast food. Like they don't have to wait for the other peasants, above. They
Someone
can just.
should tell Kylie Jenner because she's always at the regular In and Out.
I want to try In and Out.
I don't. I've heard it's yucky. It's personal preference. I've heard the same thing about like White Castle and stuff.
Yeah.
Denver International Airport conspiracy theories and the surrounding facts. Since the construction of the Denver International Airport was finished, blah, 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 blah. This is a long article.
Oh, yeah.
But the point is there's like this whole like world underneath the airport.
I mean, that kind of makes sense for an airport. I would imagine that, just like rationally, I would imagine that there's a lot of tunnels in terms of like baggage things and employees getting to and from places.
You're so rational. I'm sure that's where the aliens are.
Generally, I'm not rational. I'm pretty emotional. But, you know, I like to be the opposite of whatever is happening. So you're like, it's a conspiracy. I'm like, well,
Actually, just think about,
totally
let's be
normal.
rational here.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of airports, we just saw a really good movie with Jason Bateman.
Terrible movie.
You didn't like it?
About what?
Wait, you know what I'm talking about? Where he like is what is it called? The Passenger or something like that?
No.
Yeah, isn't it? I think it's called The Passenger. Pretty sure. Anyways, he is part of like a for hire like guerrilla group type of situation, and their whole thing is like to be hired to do these illegal acts. So a certain group of people wants a certain illegal thing to happen, they facilitate that and make it happen.
Oh.
So they are facilitating in this movie a not a bomb, but a release of gas, killing gas, like nerve gas, on an airplane. And so he is the leader of this group, and it's all about like him turning a TSA agent to like ignore this, going through the baggage claim situation.
It's called Carry On. It was a
Yes, Carry
holiday.
On.
It came out because, it was during the holidays. It's like a holiday thriller.
Yes. I liked it. I thought it was good.
I can't watch. I'm already nervous enough to
Me too.
fly on an airplane.
Same.
Like I can't watch something that's gonna make me even
Well,
more nervous.
And
I love Jason
So
Bateman.
me and Nick, we watched it, and I'm like, okay, like the security at the airports are just so like high
Off the
up.
charts.
Yes, and I'm like, this is unrealistic. It's a movie,
It's a movie.
but like, I'm always like, Nick, if someone ever sends you a text, hey, we've got eyes on your wife, and we're gonna take her out if you don't do this. And I'm
just
like,
let him kill me.
Just let it happen.
It's 1 versus 500. In this case, like, you know the outcome, like, whatever.
so
It's a headshot. Like, I'll be gone in a millisecond. Like, just, you know?
Just let it. Just
I'll be fine.
Let it go, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, probably not. I would be sad, but,
That's how my fate is, I guess.
But I was just, like, thinking him running during this whole movie
Exactly.
was cracking me up. He was, like, this track star that was, like, part of his persona.
Isn't that Taron
I have no idea.
Edgerton?
The guy who played the gorilla in Sing?
Yep.
Yes, I think so.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny. Yes, exactly.
And then I think he biopicked the piano man. Who's the
Ray Charles.
No,
No, he's black.
white
right?
guy, gay.
Oh,
Billy Joel.
Elton John.
Elton John. I think he biopicked Elton John.
That'd be cool.
I think he did.
I wouldn't know. I don't really watch a lot of music.
Look it up. 'Cause it could be someone else.
But he's good. I liked it.
We need like a full-time researcher who's just like fact checking us
As
and,
we're
like,
going.
As we're going.
Oh my gosh. And then they talk to us from off well, we have no screen, but off
Yes.
microphone.
Yes, and then feeds us the
Hilarious.
information.
Hilarious.
Taron
Like
Edgerton.
everybody. Yeah.
Yep, he played Rocket Man.
Such a good movie. Speaking of good movies,
Never seen it.
good series. You guys have to watch Apple Cider Vinegar, and we're gonna have to do an episode on it.
Okay.
It's so good.
Let me write that down in my
She put
show
it.
list.
She put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I don't think I wrote it down though.
Yes, it's so good.
Continue while I do this.
It's about a Australian influencer who fakes having brain cancer, and then gets this huge following, and then launches this app called The Whole Pantry. It's all based on a true story, which I love.
From a girl
series
in
that-
Iowa?
No, this is she's from Australia.
What
This happened in Iowa too. A girl faked cancer.
Yes, isn't that Scamanda?
Scamanda. Oh my.
There's watch Scamanda too.
What streaming service is this on?
Netflix.
Netflix, okay.
Yeah. And I'm watching. I have a date set. I'm gonna watch It Ends With Us on the airplane to Florida.
There you
Okay,
go.
perfect.
So I will be able to fully discuss and fully immerse after that.
Did we see that together?
Yes, we
Yes.
saw it with our husbands.
Oh yeah. No, I don't. Was Calvin there? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think all Nick took from it was the outfits. He's like, was this sponsored by Carhartt or
Oh
something?
my gosh,
I'm like-
seriously.
like, no. And then she's like, oh, it was all my husband's clothes. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, she's insufferable.
Yes.
Okay, Okay, we should give an update on that while we're on the topic.
Go for it. Do you have something to say? Have you learned
Well,
some
I
stuff?
just feel like we should.
The new blind item
Yes.
is that
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds supposedly moved out.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wowza.
And that this is all because Blake caught feelings for Justin.
Interesting.
Which I think we've said
Well,
before.
maybe not like only just catching feelings, but like it's ruining his image. You know, he's with Mint Mobile. Mint
He kind of
Mobile
did that by himself.
Mint Mobile had to disable their TikTok comments because they were just getting hate. Ryan was getting hate.
Oh my
Personally.
gosh.
Yeah.
I
And then
mean,
I
don't
went
think
on
that's really
Facebook.
her fault.
Right.
I'm sure. I don't think that's really her fault. I'm sure it was a collaborative effort to sue Justin Baldoni. So I think.
Well,
like,
well,
for
now
him to
people
be
are bringing
like,
up Ryan's past and like all the shitty things he did.
Yeah, what's
and
wrong
then
with
so-
that? I mean, okay, continue. Sorry.
And then so I went on Facebook and I looked up the comments there. I mean, still hate, like not a positive comment. They're like, "You got what's coming for you. Karma's here." And
After being like the sexiest man alive, supposedly for how
Yeah.
long, a decade or something.
well, and
now
he
everyone's
came
like,
off
"Hate
as
you."
like this, you know, like
Sweet, goofy.
yeah, quirky.
And
Yeah.
Taylor Swift,
Is like done.
I think she's done with them, which is
Wow.
crazy. She's the godmother of their children. Like she is in a song. And
Blake
gorgeous.
directed
in
a
a
music
song.
video.
Yeah, she's their daughter. I think it was Betty. I think it's their oldest daughter. She said "gorgeous, gorgeous" in like the beginning of "Gorgeous," which is the song. So if you like look it up,
Oh,
Cute.
yeah. And so I'm just shocked that this has. I mean, really.
the craziest things can ruin friendships. Honestly.
Well, just being you.
The way
Sorry.
that you
I
said
was
that
like-
and looked at me,
Sorry.
the craziest
like-
things can ruin friendships.
I was like thinking in my head, and you just I just happened to be still looking at you. When I said that. Sorry, I had blank like serial killer eyes happening when I was saying it was unintentional. Sorry.
Yes.
And then Blake and she wanted
An extension
an extension.
that was turned down.
yes. But the
I
judge
did hear about
extended
that.
it. Was supposed. It starts Friday, I think. This
So I think it was supposed to
Really?
be
Valentine's Day.
It was supposed to be extended through
March.
March 5th, right?
Yeah.
And
The judge was like, no.
Yeah.
Because Justin Baldoni's like, hey, we asked for an extension too because there was California fires going on and you said no.
right.
So the judge is like, okay, I'll make it fair. Taylor or Blake, you have till Monday.
Yeah. Which like someone made a point about this basically like if supposedly they've said they have all this evidence that's like readily available.
Oh, 'cause
if
Jenny
they really
Slate-
do have all of that evidence that's readily available, they shouldn't need an extension.
Well,
Right.
what happened was Jenny Slate was going to be like a witness.
Who's that?
She co-starred in It Ends With Us.
Yep.
Oh.
Got it.
And people, they dug
Don't
up her
be
past.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, on Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
They dug up her past. She was on the Anna Faris podcast, and she said that she loved hitting Chris Evans. She's like, I would hit him so much. Like she was like condoning and making fun of
Like spousal abuse.
yeah. And everyone's like,
What the heck is wrong with these people?
this is who Blake Lively wants to defend her. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
think Blake Lively got wind of that. Like, oh my God, Jenny, they're pulling up your old stuff that you said on Anna Faris.
Which like those kinds of things could be taken out of context because if they're like Calvin and me, and I'm not saying this is right, but we do make jokes about stuff all the time. Like,
to each other.
yeah, like, I'll chop your head off type of thing. I know that's crazy, but like to us, it's nothing.
Right.
So,
I always felt
but
like
you
that
have to
was
be
your
aware of
love
your
language.
audience. It kind of is.
Yes, and then just but you're not starring in a domestic violence film either.
No, true.
And you're not promoting your hair care and
right,
your booze
right.
line.
But I'm just saying, like, I can see how things get taken out of context, and I understand how that could be the case, and it not being like intentionally her saying like I'm abusing my guy here, but
Everyone's just on a damn witch hunt.
yeah.
And
You
the
do have to be
internet is
careful.
unforgiving.
Oh yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Bless you, by the
So,
way. For that
thank you.
sneeze.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bless.
I always just speaking of relationships, Nick and I would hang out with this one couple, and they always kissed and hugged every time one of them entered the room and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, oh, they must like really love each other. I don't do that to Nick. And I was like, okay. And
Then you tried it, and Nick was like, "Ew."
no, he would love it actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then I'd hang out with Sarah and Calvin, and they're like, you're making jokes to each other, you're like teasing each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that looks like real love. And then the other couple that were always kissy huggy, just they butt heads and like everything exploded. And then they were like, I hated it when you did this, and they're bringing up their past from like 5 years ago. And I'm like, So I just quit looking at relationships. I'm like, oh, you are such couple goals. Because I remember Chris Pratt and Anna Faris. I'm like, oh, they're so cute. They're hilarious. They're a duo.
And then he cheated on her.
Did that come out?
I'm
that
pretty
he cheated?
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was hinted.
Yeah.
And then Miley Cyrus made a song.
Fitzpatrick. No.
Miley Cyrus made a song. What was the song?
I could Flowers.
Oh,
She was talking
about Chris
yeah.
Hemsworth. Or no. Chris,
Liam.
Liam Hemsworth. Yeah. Yeah.
But then she was wearing that golden dress in the music video, and people were like, "That's kind of looks like the dress that Jennifer Lawrence was wearing
Right.
when Liam and Jennifer were on the red carpet for Hunger
together.
Games." And then people were like looking at Chris Pratt because him and Jennifer Lawrence did a weird movie together. I don't know, like a space movie.
Oh yeah.
And then he divorced his wife.
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of Jennifer Lawrence, this is off topic. Did you see? Okay, I don't remember what it's called. The premise is that this older teenager, he's like 19 or 20 or something, and he's autistic, and he's never had.
No,
I think he's
not
autistic. Okay, he's just odd. He's an
Odd.
odd guy,
Yes.
and he's never had a relationship.
Seen
Okay.
the movie.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think of her nakedness? I was just like,
was so jealous.
I was like,
No hard feelings. is
where
the
did
movie.
that come from? All of a sudden, somebody's just naked and there's titties flapping in my face.
No, I mean it was full frontal nude.
You
full
saw her
frontal.
bush and everything.
And I was
Yeah.
like, what in the world?
I think it was fitting for
was
her
taken off guard.
character.
Really? Okay.
Yes,
sad.
because like
Like as a millennial and just hearing like everyone make shots at her at the party. Remember that scene?
No.
Yeah, she was trying to find this kid at this party,
at a
and
house
people
party.
were like, "You're an old, withered up 35-year-old who's pathetic." You remember that scene?
No, I don't.
yes,
Really hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
and she looked fucking hot.
I thought
I
she
mean,
was
she's
great.
great. Yeah,
rocking.
she's great.
But then it's like, damn.
She's not unattractive. I was just like, I felt like I was assaulted because it was just out of nowhere.
There was a
consent.
rating on the movie.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. It's a Netflix movie. I feel like whenever I'm on Netflix, I
Yeah,
never
it's-
expect people to just be naked. That's an HBO thing.
It's rated R,
Oh, wow. I would have never known.
probably because of that one scene.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But like, I remember everyone was talking about it.
I can't think of another movie that I've seen where there's a full frontal woman naked.
I can't.
Nick can.
Nick can think
He's
of
back.
What?
He's
He
ready
has
to
a
talk about
list.
naked people.
Weird Science.
Weird science.
It was like 80s movies, bro. You got like Weird Science.
No, we're talking about current movies, though. Did you see the movie with Jennifer
We're talking
Lawrence
about this
and,
movie, Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings.
remember
where
Oh,
she,
yeah,
like,
when PETA comes back with the loaf of bread.
I don't recall that.
remember when she comes out of the beach and she's fully naked and punches some kids?
Well, she probably didn't care anymore after the fappening.
Oh, geez, what? I don't know what that is.
You don't know about the fappening?
I know what fapping is, but I don't want to.
Oh,
I
No,
don't know about
Sarah, your husband
specifically.
was all over this.
Oh.
This was 100% like Calvin level shit.
Yes.
Oh.
He knew all of the
The
celebrities.
fappening
Oh,
was like, I think it
geez.
happened my junior or senior year of high
Oh, the
school.
nude photo release.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't in.
with-
Yeah.
We were in.
We were in high school.
No, we knew Calvin and Sarah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, because Aaron Grimm's the one that told me about it. There was a fappening part 2.
Oh, jeez.
The original fappening happened in like my junior,
2012.
senior years, so like
Yeah.
2011, 2012. And iCloud got hacked from all these celebrities.
And she was like the main person.
And they like
She
found
was
a
just
bunch of
naked
of
everywhere.
nude private pictures that they were not released
Literally
or ever intended
everyone
to be for public, but it was
in
like a bunch
Hollywood.
of celebrities nudes that they
I remember that
leaked.
happened with Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
think she was
Jennifer
part of
Lawrence
this
and everything
first.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Vanessa Hudgens was in High School Musical 2 era.
Yes, you're
Wasn't that
correct.
this
'cause
time?
It
No.
was, it
Oh, it was-
affected
okay,
the
this was
release
a
of
separate-
that. I remember that.
Separate situation then, but I
I'll
do
have to
remember
talk
that.
more about
I didn't
that.
realize it had a specific name.
Yeah, the fappening.
Okay, I didn't
Because
realize it had a name.
It came out right around the time Mark Wahlberg's movie The Happening was in theater, so everybody just called it The Fappening.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
hilarious.
I do recall the event. I don't recall that it had a name, but it makes sense.
But
I mean, for you, it'd be like the flickening. What would you call that?
disgusting, Nick.
The rubbening?
You know what's? Yeah, I was gonna say that makes more sense than a flick because that is just like so.
I love euphemisms for masturbating. They're hilarious.
I think so too, but not when they're like so grossly inaccurate.
I mean,
That's like just
the male
you
ones
would
are
never
pretty.
just like.
The male ones are pretty grossly inaccurate.
Is it?
Oh, for sure.
Is it?
Yeah, like beat the
I always hated the nicknames.
punch a bishop,
Oh,
beat a clown,
okay.
Choke the
suppose
chicken.
that's true.
play the skin flute.
Ooh, that's true because that would be more like little piano fingers, you know.
5-knuckle shuffle on your piss pipe. Like,
How do you know so many? I feel
You're
like that's
a
just-
pervert.
I worked construction for 15
Okay.
years. What do you mean?
Construction people are perverts.
What
I'm
are
just
people
kidding.
even talking about when they're working?
Exactly
Really, not very inappropriate things.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We're literally calling each other, berating each other.
You can't say that on this podcast.
Oh, well, bleep it out. It's fine.
Alyssa, get our ass.
Alyssa's got-
This is
I'm just like
2025. We're
making
bringing it
mental
back.
notes. Gotta
You-
remove this. Gotta
Listen,
remove
this
that.
is
gotta
not that
remove
kind
this.
of show, okay? You can say that on your show, but not on my show, our show,
Yeah.
okay?
You
Does
got
Hannah agree? Does
what's-
Calissa agree?
what's the unsub fans
Okay.
call themselves?
Something nasty.
Unsubs doesn't have their fans.
Autistic? I don't.
Oh,
What?
Oh, I don't know if like
Calissa, don't
they
laugh at
created a nickname for you know how like the Taylor Swift are the Swifties,
oh, so stupid.
Katy Perry's are the
When are
Katy
we going to
cats.
come to a time when Taylor Swift is canceled?
never.
Hopefully soon.
She'd have to do. She'd
As
have to
soo-
do Blake
as,
Lively.
As soon as it leaks that she was paid by the government to date the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL rigged the football game so that her
Right.
boyfriend could win, as soon as that comes out, she'll get canceled.
Maybe
I doubt it, honestly.
I
People
think
are
their
so
love is
forgiving.
real.
Do you?
the fact that
maybe.
they're still going kind of makes me think like okay.
I feel like they just do it just to like shove it in our faces.
Well,
and
I
be
just
like,
remember everyone was talking about Travis Kelce, and I'm like, who's
Why?
this guy? I don't know. He
I
just
didn't-
like
now he's got an
literally
ugly haircut, so
He looks better bald.
yeah. He looks good with like Cash's haircut.
I like his brother way more.
Oh, he's so funny.
Because you totally
with the beard.
you totally relate to Jason. Like
He's hilarious.
Yeah,
He is funny. I agree.
Just-
I would probably listen to their podcast honestly because he's funny.
they have a podcast.
They do.
I think,
know, that's what I'm
is
saying.
it him? Is it the two brothers or is it him and his wife?
It's
Oh,
the two brothers.
it's the
Kylie
two.
has a separate podcast.
But she
Okay.
does guest appear sometimes. kinda
She's like,
you.
Oh, gotcha.
Just
was
walk
like
to
the
the room.
number one podcast, like above Joe Rogan when it released.
How can that be?
Really?
Because
Yeah.
Do people
that's
care
made
about
up.
her so much?
Because that's made up. That's not real.
What?
I don't care what anybody says. Nobody has a bigger podcast than Joe Rogan.
Meghan Markle.
Who's that?
Who?
Who?
I thought she had a
You,
podcast.
here's the thing. You
Is that,
can't
the
you can't be like
Queen's-
they've got a bigger podcast than Joe Rogan and walk into a room with 4 people that do
Do not,
podcasts
yes.
and 3 of them go who? That's not a thing. It's
Okay,
all made
at
up
one
nonsense.
point in time, she had the number one podcast when it first released.
Okay, when it first released,
When it
because
first
she was like such an era. Everyone was like, "Wow, this girl, she's so real."
Who?
Yes.
She's just a human.
Kylie
She's-
Kelsey, Jason Kelsey's wife.
Yeah.
It's made up nonsense.
she's cute.
I hate that shit.
Okay.
She is.
She's
I can
cute.
get
I'll give her
behind
that.
that. I can get-
I think it was. She was in like one interview where she was like, "Well, no, it's just like not like cute. Like I find her physically attractive. Like cute as in like
She's funny.
she's well." At least on camera, she appears to be like a really good mom and wife. Because like, there's this one cute interview where
you
somebody
saying cute so many times in one.
somebody brings
There he
up
is.
somebody brings up like how a bunch of women started like having the hots for her husband because there's all this footage of him just like being a good dad and shit and being a
Right.
pro NFL player, and then he's like, no, I'll fight any bitch that tries to hit on him. He's mine. And like, that's funny.
Okay. So I see because Hannah's the same way. I see why. You
Oh,
would
my
be like,
wife?
Oh, that's cool.
Like that one girl that talked shit at the bar because she knew me from college and Hannah tried to fight her.
Recently?
no,
This
this
was a few
was
years
Oh,
ago.
dang.
2015, 2016.
Dang, that's so old. I wish it was recently so I could laugh.
Right.
Hannah, like, I wasn't even paying attention. Hannah overhears it. Like, yeah, I went to school with that guy. He's a douchebag. And then, like, that girl goes to the bathroom, and Hannah's like, I'm going to go wait outside the bathroom and fucking fight her.
Hold my earrings.
Hilarious.
And Nick had to like follow. He's like, I'm just here for
Well,
backup.
the funny
Like,
part is she's there with 3 dudes that are like, I mean, they're like in their early 20s and they're wearing like cardigans and shit. You know what I mean? Like they look like they're
preppies.
hanging out at the yacht club, and I'm there with me JD, who's fucking 6'4", covered in tattoos. There was
And, like, bulky.
an FO in the Army.
Yeah.
And then somebody else was with us from the
Holly.
jujitsu gym, covered in tattoos, looking
we were
like
just on a
a
double date.
goon.
No. It's just Holly and JD.
Hannah confronts this girl, and then the three guys are like, I just fucking... Vanessa, let it go. I don't...
Was that her real name?
No.
We're calling her out.
Like, I have no idea what
So-
her name was.
What happened was
Don't
Nick was
recall.
in nursing school, and he went
Can
to
I just
night.
join this now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sit down.
Yay, we have our
Don't
views
make a
will go
mess
up.
of our.
Nick was doing nursing school. He was like one of two males at the time. I don't know if they've increased or not, but I overheard this girl, oh, there's that douchebag that goes to nursing school. He thinks he's so cool because he
Because
wears
he
a
was a-
tank top.
Oh. I thought they were going to say he was a know-it-all because, like, that's true.
Maybe, nope, she just said he was
This
a
is true.
douchebag because he's in a tank top.
Oh, I mean, I could get that vibe.
fair.
And, like, she literally just kept a roast, like, just making fun of him. And I'm just like...
I love that. I love a good roast on Nick. Oh,
hate it.
it just really gets me excited.
I love a good roast too, but I like it when it's like actually clever. Not just,
confrontal, like, say it to my
Not
face.
just like,
You
look at
wear
that
tank
guy
tops.
wearing
Like, bro,
that shirt.
Yeah.
I don't wear tank tops because I think I'm cool. I wear tank tops because I'm fat and sweaty, and I will literally be pitting out within 30
But don't
minutes
you
of
want
wearing
to
a
have
t-shirt.
like somewhere for your sweat to go and not just like pool in your armpit
It
holes?
evaporates. It evaporates when you don't have
just
any
sit like
clothing on.
this?
If I have a t-shirt on, I have fucking sweat stains down to like my midsection
We were just
within like
talking about this.
45
Talking about
minutes.
sweaties.
And then everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's winter. You're wearing a tank. It's 20 degrees outside." It's like, yeah, I throw a coat on over it when I go outside, and then when I walk into a building that's 70
take it
degrees, I take it off because
what's
my
so
house is
crazy?
70 degrees all year long.
Yeah, Calvin and I talked about this. Your guys' house is so hot all the time. Like, it is so hot.
Nick's pointing at me.
It's so hot. Like Calvin comes home after being here for whatever he does with you, and he's like, I was sweating so much. And I was like, dude, me too. It's just hot. I'm sweating right now in my armpits.
I even made that comment when I came in this morning. I'm like, wow, it's really warm in here.
It's really warm upstairs, like where my kids sleep, and I'm like a sauna.
Yeah.
No, but up here, like
It's like 5 degrees colder in my office because I keep it that way.
I love that for you. I wish that
Everything
I was
else
that
in this house is like 75 degrees all the time.
way. So hot. Ours is like 65.
I'm freezing.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen,
Mama.
I'm cold. Option A,
Put a blanket on, girl.
wear a sweater because it's a me thing. Option B, change the entire world around me and everybody else can fucking deal with it.
It's crazy because she still wears well, now we're just hating on Hannah, but it's crazy because you still wear blankets and stuff
It's
in this
just
house.
That's cozy.
But don't you get sweaty?
No.
Like my legs get sweaty when I wear a blanket.
And it was
I'm
funny.
not shit. I go to bed most nights hours after Hannah's already been asleep.
Yeah.
I will sometimes literally, like, if I'm not actively cold, I will go stand outside in winter in Iowa in my pajamas for a few minutes before I get in bed with her because she
Yeah.
feels like a fucking oven
Yeah.
when I get in bed.
Calvin and I have separate blankets now because he's too hot for me. In more ways than one. It's just so hot under there. We have separate blankets so he can keep his heat to himself. It's too much. It's too much. You guys should go European. That's what they do. They have separate duvets for themselves. You just burrito yourself in your own duvet, and they burrito themselves in their own duvet, and then you sleep peacefully.
But I want him to rub me.
Oh, well, you have hands that are separate from your blanket, so you can just reach out from your duvet into
Stupid-ass
the other.
Europeans.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can still snuggle.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
Okay, well, all right, whatever. Then you just throw the blankets off at the same time, and you just do things, and then you throw your blankets back on.
Speaking of things on my
gosh.
list,
Oh, gosh.
me and Nick did something new.
Oh, you got the loofahs out?
The fuck did we do?
This is already a rated X podcast, so go
We're
ahead.
gonna have to
Throwing me
bleep some
off.
words.
We did co-ed volleyball.
Oh,
the
geez.
Parks
That was
and Rec.
way
I
more
was-
softcore than I was anticipating.
Yeah, were you ready to like throw down?
I
Everyone else was like,
I was ready to be embarrassed.
oh,
He was hilarious because I did volleyball in middle school, I tried it in high school. I wasn't
You're
cool.
not tall enough.
I wasn't cool enough. I was benched. I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. Like, so you're supposed to hit the ball, you know, with your
Set it.
forearms. And, you know, they would always get at you if you hit with your knuckles. You know, if you have your hands balled as a fist and hit the ball with your knuckles. And they kept doing that. And
it was working.
and I'm just like, oh, my middle school coach would have yelled at you.
This is like bowling, okay? Just when you are, oh my gosh, now you're getting
Let's
undressed.
talk about
When
bowling.
you, okay,
Let's
but this is my
fucking do
only
it.
experience with like sports,
No,
okay?
I love talking about bowling with
So
you.
women's bowling versus men's bowling, okay? Women's 100% technique because we're weak babies, okay? Men, they just chuck that shit down there and they get a strike every time. And it's because they're a man and they have big muscles. But ladies, we have to very specifically set up. You got to look at your mark. You got to do that. And then maybe, if you're really lucky and really, really good at what you maybe.
I went bowling with Sarah once. Sarah showed up. She had like
She
a
has her
duffel
own
bag.
ball,
She had a
own
duffel bag
shoes.
with
She
like
had a
multiple
glove, the
balls. She
bowling
had
glove.
her own shoes, a glove.
That's what
she
I'm
had all this
saying.
fancy. I'm sitting over here with literally a pitcher of beer, drinking straight from the pitcher, being like, "Where's the heaviest fucking ball in here?" Sarah's like, "That's not how you bowl." I won.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it takes so much for women to be able to do it well because we have to rely on technique rather than muscles.
Brute force and ignorance.
Yes.
Find the heaviest rock and throw it right down the middle as hard as you can.
Yep. Yep.
And I've never hit over 100.
Yeah, you're always wheeling it down the back of that plastic dinosaur.
It's I mean that's a little crazy.
No, I've never done that. I tried it once. And I
You're a
was
little
like,
strong for that, I would say.
But like my forearm really hurt the next day.
Yeah. That's where that's good. That means that you're doing what you're supposed to be. Although you shouldn't move your wrist like that.
Why?
That's why I wear the glove because it keeps your wrist from bending.
Oh.
You don't have a straight wrist unless you're Nick. Then you can do what you want.
Yeah, he literally just threw it down the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And I'm doing all the techniques and I gutter ball
Yep.
every time.
Yep.
Sucked.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a direct correlation between how drunk I am and how good I am at bowling.
You know, my cousins who are also men say the same thing.
100%.
And they are like legitimate bowlers. Like they knew the technique and all that kind of stuff.
Makes you better.
They say the same thing.
Did you bowl in high school?
Yes, I did. We went to state. You're welcome.
Okay.
Were you
that
a
little
state
tidbit.
winner?
I don't recall.
You
to
would
be
know.
honest.
I think you would know.
You'd have to ask my mom. My mom would know. I don't recall. I don't remember if we won. You were there. I just remember that everyone was really excited that we were going. I don't remember.
How
if
many
we
was
won.
on the team?
I think maybe we did.
You guys are all getting canceled. I said the R word. Sarah
Yeah.
insinuated that men have an advantage in sports. You
They
guys
do.
Are, you guys are
Let's
fucking
just be
cooked.
honest. They freaking do.
You can't say that.
I can say what I want.
You can't say that.
I won't say
It's
the R word,
insensitive.
but I will say what I want.
No, you
Generally.
need a doctorate degree and some shit I can't pronounce to be able to have
We're
an
getting way
opinion
too
on that.
like social, political happening here. We're gonna have to cut
Wrong
that too.
podcast, Nick.
Oh, you know about the Denver airport.
Oh yeah, what about it?
Good subject
Yes.
change.
I don't know. What is it?
What's the
It's
situation?
an airport in
Conspiracy.
Denver. No, there's just like a bunch of weird conspiracies. Like people over-examine fucking everything. You know what I mean?
Aliens.
Like,
This is what I just said. Like
so
it makes
there's
sense.
there's a bunch of shit with like, oh, they built it this way that represents this or that, and like some people have like all this biblical shit, and then a lot of people are talking about what's it called where you believe in like lizard people that are aliens that like run the world or whatever.
Yep.
It's got a lot tied into that, and what's really funny is so like rumors have been going on about this forever. It's been under construction to some degree for like 20 fucking years. But the funny part with it is the Denver airport hired some marketing team that's fucking hilarious because now they just lean into it. So when you go into,
I think I remember
love
seeing the
it.
posters.
whenever you go into the Denver airport, you know how they like have like plywood up when they're like have a construction
yeah.
site to
Yeah.
so they'll like put up big posters like we're under construction. Are we building a new McDonald's or are we hiding the lizard people? And there's like
That's
a big fucking
hilarious.
lizard person. And like they're just making all these jokes that are
so
like
funny.
joking on the conspiracy theories. It's hilarious.
That's the best kind of marketing. If anyone disagrees, you're wrong.
Quickstar has
That's
great marketing. You
hilarious.
guys follow them on Facebook?
No,
Yes.
but we should. Scrub Daddy. They have hilarious marketing too.
They
I'm gonna
do.
follow Quickstar right now.
Duolingo too. Duolingo is also pretty funny with their marketing. What's what did you say? Quickstar. What's Quickstar do?
Quickstar is like just hilarious.
Commercials?
They
or
make fun of
ads?
themselves all the time, or like they'll have a Casey's truck filling up with fuel at a Quickstar, and they'll be like, "Casey's, come get your boy."
That's so funny.
good.
I just love it.
That's like
I
a-
just love funny stuff.
Just the Midwest rivalries. Right.
Speaking of conspiracies, this was on your list of things. The anglerfish situation. Do you
Did
know
you
about
guys
this?
see
That just
No.
happened?
So it was a TikTok video, and it was just like this. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what the
Ugly.
hell is that thing?
Ugly.
Dinosaur.
Ugly little baby girl.
Yeah, and it was just
Ugly.
like a black anglerfish just
I gotta
going
see
up
what
to
an
the
anglerfish
surface.
is.
So if you
Hold on, I
anyone's
got
seen
the
Finding
screenshot.
Nemo, it's when they go into the deep depths, and it's the big fish that has the giant teeth and the
Right here.
light on its head.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be in the deep depths, and this baby's just swimming
Close his face.
up in the regular ocean.
Oh God.
And everyone's like, "What?
Nick.
Why? What does that mean that we have deep fish people?"
Yep, and scientists are like,
Coming
this
up
is the
from the
second
depths.
time we've seen this type
Usually
of
they
fish.
only find dead specimens of this fish.
And, you know, I was like, ugh, creepy. Like, get rid of that thing. But then now that all the empaths on TikTok, they're like, oh, it was dying. And
Oh,
they
was
wanted
it?
to see our light instead of their light. And it's swimming up to the surface just to see our light one last time. Or like,
Was it?
their
Did it
first
actually
time.
die?
It
Oh.
was dying as
Oh.
it was going up to the surface.
Well, that's sad.
The bottom of the ocean and the things that live in
Scary
trenches
place.
are none of my
Mermaids.
business.
Mermaids.
Like,
Mermaids are down there.
Stop.
They
The
are.
f-
They're down there.
Please stop.
They're down there.
Just the fact that
What-
the ocean's
no, let's-
bigger than space.
No, it's not.
Well, like,
They're down there.
they don't know space as well. Or,
Okay.
like, just
yeah. We know
It's-
more about space than we do about the ocean.
There we
The
go.
ocean is not bigger than space, sweetheart. Jesus Christ.
I don't think that she meant it not in the like literal sense.
I'm gonna punch him later.
I get it. I
Gonna
got
get
it.
canceled.
I'm on your side. I understand.
Jenny Slate, I'm coming for your job.
Oh, you better watch out.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier.
Damage 3. Anyways,
What is your feeling about that? Like
About
in
what?
terms, like
have we ever just
are our
have we
oceans
ever
dying?
have we ever
Is that
considered
why?
that maybe it was just a really stupid fucking fish that was following its own light? Have we ever considered that? Like what if the dumb ones get distracted by their own forehead light and just swim off until they blow up?
that's sad.
No.
But nobody else believes in mermaids.
It's
Is
natural
that
selection.
where we? Is that where
How
we?
could they live down there with all the
Why
pressure?
do you believe in mermaids? Are you like subscribing to
I
aquatic
don't
ape
think they
theory?
look like what the Disney
No.
made us think. I think they look like.
if you're not subscribing to aquatic ape theory, what fucking theory are you going?
I have no
with for
idea. I
mermaids?
just do feel that like you said, I don't think that we're like they're not Ariel at the bottom of the ocean.
it's.
Okay.
yeah, they're like the ones from like Harry Potter.
We're thinking like sirens
maybe,
type
yeah.
of situation. Okay, so
Are you talking like? Are you coming at this from like a biblical, mythical
maybe like they
spot,
are
or like are you
the
proposing
giants that drowned and now they have, you know, they were half angel to begin with.
Do you
so
know
now
about
there's
aquatic
something
ape
else.
theory?
I mean, roughly, I would understand.
Aquatic
the
ape
principle.
theory is like, yeah,
Did you not watch Harry Potter?
More similar.
Well, I mean, I did, but I
aquatic
forgot
ape theory is
what that
basically
looks
like shit was evolving
I'll
and there
post
was
that.
some monkeys that hung out on the coastline fishing
Yeah.
and they didn't go into the jungles and then over millions of years or whatever
No.
they developed gills
No.
and fins and
No.
shit. No,
No.
you just like God created mermaids and they've been elaborately hiding or what?
I feel like they were not a creation of God. They were a creation of Nephilim.
Of a walrus.
They were angel mating with human, and there you go. You get some weird stuff. Boom. Done.
How come we haven't seen one?
Why do we need to see everything that happens in the there? Didn't you just say that there's tons of stuff in the ocean that we've never seen?
No.
Boom. Done.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You're like,
I
it's
didn't.
vastly undiscovered.
I was reciting the quote that my wife fucked up.
Okay, well, whatever. Same difference. That's what I'm saying. There's mermaids. There is.
They don't
I know it to be
believe you.
true. I know it to be true.
Do you think they look like those?
No.
What do
I
you
don't know
think
what they look like.
An
Some
anorexic
types of
walrus.
yeah, probably. Something similar.
Oh, so you guys didn't see the Super Bowl commercial? Seal
No.
as a seal, CGI'd seal, the
Don't.
singer seal.
Don't talk about Tusk. This movie,
Yes.
it's like the one
Okay,
movie that
I
fucked
heard about
me up.
this.
Oh,
What movie?
Tusk.
it's got Justin Long in it.
It's like the creepiest, most disturbing movie
I know
I've
that
ever
movie
watched.
that he was in where he saw the lady in the basement. Mother's milk.
No, bro, Tusk is like, he's like a podcaster.
Ew.
He's like a podcaster that goes to Canada or whatever to interview some guy, and that guy cancels, and then he meets some interesting old guy at a bar that's got a lot of stories. So he like tries to save his trip and goes to this old guy's mansion out in the boonies in
and
Canada.
he has that in the basement?
No, the dude
Listen.
is like the dude is a mass murderer that
Oh.
in his 20s was like fishing or doing some weird shit, and he ends up being involved in a shipwreck, and he gets stranded on like an iceberg, and he becomes friends with a walrus that saves his life, and then he ends up killing the walrus to eat it or whatever, and he feels really bad because he killed his friend.
So he stuffed it?
Then he abducts people, drugs them, and
Skins
then
Turns him
them.
into walruses.
amputates their legs, and then like gets animals and shit from like the veterinarian and like grafts shit onto people over a series of multiple surgeries and turns them into a walrus and then
See-
fights them and kills them in a fight because he wants to give his friend a chance to fight back every time. And
See, that's
Justin
just
Long
mental
is
illness.
finally the guy that
Who comes up with this
I don't know,
shit?
but it's like the most disturbing movie I've
This
ever
is
watched.
like
I
somebody
watched
had
it
a
and I was like,
dream.
I feel like I'm not scared. I'm just disturbed at this fucking movie.
That's somebody had a dream about that, and then they were like, "That'd be a great movie."
Hereditary still fucked with my mind.
The when she gets her head chopped off on the light pole. Is that
Yeah.
one? Mm. Yeah,
Hereditary.
it's scary.
It has Ari Aster. He looks like a dork that you
know
would
who
make
that
fun
is.
of. The director, a literal dork, just a scrawny little dorky kid, and he directs the most disturbing movies ever. He did one. There's something weird about the Johnsons. You guys can look it up. I'll tell you off camera. So disturbing. I took a shower because I felt like I needed to cleanse something out of me.
Wow.
From just watching that.
Ooh.
Then he wrote Hereditary. Total mind fuck.
This is why I don't watch these types of movies.
And then I think he did. What was that one Nadia was obsessed with? Midsummer. He did Midsummer.
Oh, that's
too.
a good one.
It was good.
Very sad.
It was disturbing, but not that. I mean,
Different way.
Yeah.
In a different way.
so. Did you ever watch any movies that like really?
Calissa's
like,
not a scary movie.
Final
person, it
Destination
seems.
3.
You guys,
Signs
you guys
really
laugh at
fucked
her,
me up.
but every person on the planet never drives behind a logging truck.
Exactly.
I've
Or
never
get in
seen-
a tanning bed.
I but
happened
they,
to the tanning
around
bed?
here they
It
do
locks
have,
and starts on fire.
Around
Burns
here-
Baker
alive.
alive.
They don't have logging trucks around here, but they do have the ones with the like metal pipes. you know?
Yeah.
And I don't drive. I have enough anxiety as it is. Like I create these things in my own head. I don't need a movie to like make more for me. You know.
And like if you think about Signs, like the whole movie led up to that split 3 seconds that
Mel
the alien
Gibson?
walked between the doorway.
Say what now?
Signs.
Have you seen Signs?
I hate that movie.
I won't. I
You
don't
know what 3 seconds I'm talking about,
Yeah,
though.
I hate movies like
It's
that,
the
though. It's like,
only time you see the alien. Otherwise, it's just like this mysterious thing that they're like afraid of.
oh, I hate those movies like
It
that.
was terrifying.
I saw
That
this
wasn't
one.
terrifying. It was annoying.
I saw this one with Keke Palmer, and I love Keke Palmer. She's so funny.
Aquila and the Bee.
No, where there's like a giant kite, air balloon looking alien in the sky. I forget what that's called. That was pretty good.
A UFO?
No, it was an alien. He's huge. It's like it was huge. It's like a whole sky basically. You should watch that. That was pretty good.
You guys ever seen The Gray with Liam Neeson?
Stupid.
Horrible movie.
Never seen
It was like a plane crashes and he's like trying to keep all these people alive and there's wolves hunting him and the wolves are picking people off one by one and he's like the survival fucking tough manly man whatever and like the entire movie for an hour and a half is leading up to Liam Neeson
Just gonna.
boxing a wolf. Like
Wow.
that's literally like that's what was in the previews. Like that's what it was leading up to. Was I'm gonna get to see Liam Neeson
didn't
fight
even-
a wolf.
they didn't
and then
even,
like
like, keep it a secret?
The end of the movie is Liam Neeson taping. You know those little tiny shooters of whiskey from like a
Yeah.
plane. He like tapes a bunch of those to his knuckles and like breaks them on the ground and like wraps his hands like he's getting ready to fight this wolf. And then the movie just fucking ends.
What?
It was horrible. It was like 90 minutes of foreplay and then just stopping.
Why would
Fucking
they do
credits
that?
roll. It was
Why
terrible.
would they do that? Was there supposed to be a second one?
It was probably
No.
too expensive to CGI a wolf fight. I don't know. I was pissed.
You know what? If Twilight could do it,
Yeah,
Liam
no
Neeson could do it.
kidding. Yeah.
Like, come on. They CGI'd a baby. They could CGI a wolf.
Speaking of Twilight, I saw the behind the scenes of who's that one vampire?
running.
Yeah,
Yes.
Emmett and
What's-
Esme.
I saw that too.
Emmett and Esme.
Somebody shared on Twitter yesterday it was just like, the Chat GPT, like where you type in the prompt. All they did was they took a screenshot of typing in a prompt, and the prompt said, write me a 400-page novel about a group of liberal female vampires, and one of them falls in love with a MAGA conservative, and now she has to decide if she wants to be with him or her liberal vampire friends. And then it just said, I'm about to be a billionaire for a new book series.
Hilarious. Honestly, though, you know what? She's writing another book, and I can't wait.
Ooh, the Twilight Girl?
Yes, Stephanie Meyer. I am, in fact, rereading that series again right now.
Why do women like these stories? Like blatant pedophilia.
He's
The
17.
entire series.
He's 17. And so is she.
He's like 300.
That's true. Actually,
pretending
he's
to
like
go to high
almost
school.
100. You're right.
Why is he pretending to be a junior in high
right.
school when he's 300 years old?
He's
Well,
not
who would want to
300.
go back to high school?
In
I'd rather
fact,
go back to college.
Carlisle is
Really?
300, like 343, as if I remember just from
That's
what I
what I'm
just
saying.
read.
How is that not pedophilia?
Okay.
The entire novel is a
what you're
300-year-old
saying.
trying to bang a 17-year-old
He's
high
not
schooler.
trying to bang her. He's like
I'm
trying
sorry.
not to.
Did she get
He said
pregnant
it would
at
kill
one
her.
point?
Okay, but they were married at that point.
At 18 to a 300-year-old. Okay, bro code
He
is
was only
half your
100.
age.
He was like 90
Half
something.
your age plus 7.
Okay,
Okay,
he died in like 19.
You're
Let's
not
see, the
making it
Spanish
better.
influenza,
He's
like
only
1919, right? And this was like 2005. So how many years is that? I don't know, like 85, right? Is that right?
You're not making it better.
Okay, listen though, I just love it.
Half your age plus 7. I feel like that's reasonable.
That's bro code.
Half my age.
It
What's
applies
half
to
my
almost
age?
everything.
I
Half
need
my
to do
age.
math.
That's bro code for like if it's acceptable to date somebody or not. If it's weird, half your age plus 7.
Technically, although he's lived that amount of time, he's only 17.
How do I divide?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say, and I've heard you say some stupid
30.
shit.
You've never heard me say
Divided by
anything
2.
stupid.
You just
I'm a
went in
genius.
depth about how you believe in mermaids and
could date a
couldn't
50-year-old?
elaborate any further.
Plus 7.
Well, what else? What do you want me to say about it? I've
22.
never seen a mermaid. How would I know?
Oh.
I like any
I'm just saying
amount
it's possible.
possible. And
I believe it to be
I think
true.
our side conversation
it's
is
possible.
much more
Is it,
funny
is it, is it
than
also
their
not
side
possible? Yeah.
If they heard me
Based
say
on
that,
what?
I'd be
Because Nephilim existed. Who
based
knows what
on-
all kinds of the Bible. I know you and your things, but you
What are
believe
you
what
guys
you want. and
talking
I'm gonna believe
about?
what I want.
Me and-
Hannah just got out her calculator to figure out what 30 divided by 2 is.
It's 15, girl.
It's like, how do I divide?
But what's 15 plus 7? That's what I need to know. 5,
22.
23, right?
22.
22. Okay.
that still feels too
As that's 10 years almost for me.
I'm glad the nurse that does dosages for medications does math at least between the three of you.
I don't have to know math for anything, so that's fine.
I said that my whole life.
Yeah, she has that number thing. That number
Huge tits.
thing. No, that thing where you like get numbers confused. What did calcula?
Dyscalculia.
Yeah, she has that. So I feel like that's totally fine.
Like I can't read clocks.
Can you read digital clocks?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. This has been an interesting episode so far.
So far, it's been 102 minutes.
Callissa's
Not
got-
102. An hour and 2.
She's got a lot.
Well, we have
So-
to cut out at least 15 minutes of those because he's over here saying naughty stuff.
I wonder if Descript can bleep out words.
Probably.
I think so. They
beep,
should.
beep, beep,
Just fucking
beep.
upload it to the internet. Cancel me. See what nobody cares.
And I'm not worried about it.
There's a lot
You
of
can
people
do
that
whatever
listen
you
to our
want.
podcast.
But people
got a
want to
lot of
come
locals
here,
here, Nick.
and not for people being mean to other people. Saying mean things. Okay.
You're the one defending a pedophilia vampire.
This is not.
Say
I
PDF
do
file.
not. I do not believe that that is the case.
Why?
I do understand the process that you're saying. I understand how your thinking could be that way. I get
Okay,
it.
so Nick,
But I-
write the perfect chick flick rom-com movie.
Oh, that's easy. They're all the same.
Yeah, that's true.
All of them are the same, except for Temptation by Tyler Perry. That's the best chick flick
Never
of all
heard
time.
of it before.
The best chick flick of all time. I'll tell you about it after I describe the perfect one.
Great.
Okay,
I'll watch
so there's a girl that's living in the big city. She's got a really nice studio apartment. She's like a mid-level executive at some fancy company, and she makes a lot
Okay,
of
we're
money.
getting a little Hallmarky.
And she's got a boyfriend that wears cardigans, but somehow has like an 8-pack, and he's somehow like a fucking elite level athlete physique for no fucking reason because he's a mid-tier accountant. But whatever. regardless, she's dating him and he's busy, so she has to go home for the holidays. And then she goes home and runs into her old boyfriend.
Who
and
works on the
then-
farm.
Yeah, he like fucking is
Runs his
sticking.
family
He
business.
sticks giant metal poles in the sand at the golf course and lets lightning strike it to make pretty fucking glass sculptures.
Oh,
and then
there's
he
Sweet
the
Home
sells
Notebook.
them.
Alabama.
There's the yep. Sweet
And then
Home
he
Alabama.
sells them, and
Not
then
The Notebook.
she falls in love with him again, and then they get in a car wreck as they're driving back to his place so she can cheat on her boyfriend, and then he ends up getting a fucking concussion and gets amnesia and completely forgets everything, and then
50 First Dates.
he wakes up thinking 50 First Dates and every Nicholas Sparks movie he's ever fucking made.
I'm against cheating, and I will not read that in a romance novel, just FYI. So not my perfect movie. Just got to interject and say
You
that.
have the strangest boundaries I've ever seen. in
Cheating
my
is a
life.
no.
Like, we're over here like, cheating? No. Pedophilia, vampires?
It's
I
not.
don't think that's
He's
pedophilia.
17.
He's
perpetually
98
the whole
years
thing
old.
is that
His
he's
physic-
perpetually 17.
Okay, do you think that
She's also 17.
Do you
Although
thi-
later she is like 19.
do you
No,
think that
18, I think.
age is tied to like your biological age of the meat suit
The
that you're
difference
roaming around
is-
in, or your actual intellect? Because that's an important
that's different.
distinction.
He's a vampire.
Right, so he's
This is
98
different.
years old, intellectually speaking.
It's
He's got the
different.
body of a
It's
17-year-old. It's not.
Don't ruin
I'm
this
asking
for
you
me.
a question.
Don't ruin this
are
for me.
you anchoring
Listen,
age to
realistically,
biological age
yes,
or
but this is
intellectual
not real.
age?
This is not real, and I don't have to apply the realities of realness to this book because it's not real.
I don't care.
Bella, would you like a word or
I don't care if the pedophilia is real. It's pedophilia.
Stop ruining my
No, because there's
day
a bunch
over
of
here.
weird people on the internet. Have you ever heard of lolly?
No.
So lolly it's cartoon pornography.
Ew.
Except all of the females in it appear to be like 7 to
Maybe I have heard of
12-year-old
that.
girls. And their justification for
Isn't that
watching
like
and
the
creating this
manga
content.
thing?
Yeah, shit like that. And their justification for creating basically cartoon
it's a real-life
child
adult.
pornography is they're like, well, no, she's actually a wizard that's 700 years old. So I'm not weird for jerking off to a prepubescent child performing sex acts.
Ew.
Why is that you? It's the
Okay,
same thing
because
as a
it's
vampire.
different.
It's not different at all. It's
I
the
feel
same
like
thing.
it is.
It's not.
Okay.
Continue
You're
your
ruining
movie.
my day.
I'm sorry.
Gosh,
She promoted
shut
an
up.
entire fucking book, and then it was sponsored by
I
Burger
have
King,
kind of
Team
heard that.
Edward, Team
I
Jacob,
have kind of
blah blah
heard
blah.
that,
It's
but
all
I
pedophilia.
just never really thought about it that
Okay,
way. to
the
be
Wolf
honest.
Boy was the only one not being a pedophile. In
Actually,
that
he
entire
was.
fucking movie.
Actually, he was
Yes,
because
How old
he
is he?
imprinted on a
Renez-
baby.
He imprinted on a baby.
Yeah.
He imprinted on a
imprinted
baby
on my
to
daughter?
defend her. Significantly different.
So the whole thing about
No.
imprinting is like this is how you now
Okay,
are
yeah,
thinking
go
about
ahead.
it. Okay, so the whole thing about imprinting is like you become whatever they need at that time. So he's like, I'm not interested in any kind of romantic relationship until she's of age. But before that, like I'll be the best big brother ever. I'll be the best friend ever. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's weird.
What
It
were
is kinda
what were
weird.
his intentions of doing? I'm not like up on the whole story.
What
I-
his
I-
intentions
Whatever
were
you
to be
think
with
his
her forever.
I watched it.
in any capacity that was possible.
I watched the movies with Hannah while I was also on my phone, so I half-assed watching the
You
movies.
were not. You were in theater. You were not. on
you
your
were
phone.
absolutely engrossed. I know it.
Yes.
And I
Also,
was
the
under the
movies are a
impression
poor
he did it
representation
to
of the
defend
of
her.
the story.
Movies are
of the movie.
iconic.
I feel like
No,
how
you
come,
don't choose who you imprint
How
on.
come you're against the wolf dedicating his life to
I'm not.
defending a child?
I'm just saying that's
but
more
you're
pedophilic
defending-
than to me than like
It's
the
definitely
Bella
not.
and Edward relationship.
It's definitely not.
I disagree with you.
A
That's okay.
98-year-old staging as a high schooler to go hit on a 17-year-old high school girl is insane.
The whole thing about these vampires, though, is that they are unchanging. So they might learn all these new things, but their brain will forever be 17.
So you're tying age to biological age and
Nicholas
not
and
intellect.
Sarah.
I feel like we've
I'm
been
just
here
saying.
before.
That's what you were asking me.
I know. I'm asking. Is that like
It's
how
the
you
second
define
time
it?
I've
Just
I
biological age.
don't know. I guess I'm just saying, like,
I feel like you're
the whole
justifying
thing is
pedophilia.
that I feel like I'm not. The whole thing is that he is unchanging. That's her like whole thing about this. Okay, vampires are unchanging,
That's exactly
so
what a
they are
pedophile would say.
forever 17
Can we
or like
move
however
on?
old.
Yeah, Hannah's giving me the look like
Okay.
I'm ruining her podcast.
Well,
'cause
we
I'm
can cut this whole
shitting
thing
on
out. I'm just
Twilight.
saying. I'm just saying. Okay.
And
I'm
on
just
that
saying.
note,
Yeah.
Just saying.
We'll just end it right there.
All right.
Now,
okay.
how do you guys feel about the pedophile vampire?
They don't like Twilight like I like Twilight. Nobody else likes Twilight like I
If
like
that's how you
Twilight.
feel, I'm cool with that.
Which, me or him?
Both.
I just make fun of the writing in the movie.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're like,
It
how old
really
was I when I
take
first
it
read it?
really
Like
does take
12
me back
maybe?
in time when
Yeah.
I watch it, and I'm like, I remember being in the movie theaters with my friends.
I just want someone to love me that much and be obsessed with me. Calvin, be obsessed with me, dang it.
you need to watch Baby
That's a
Reindeer.
level
Rainbow.
of love that only an older man can
No.
comprehend and have the
No.
emotional maturity
No,
to give.
don't ruin
That's
it for me.
exactly what it is.
No.
This has been
If
Calissa
anything, I feel like that's
and
younger
Sarah
people
and
love.
Nick.
Nick.
Because-
Bye.
Okay, bye.